This is going to be part of a video series which we're starting today, and the video series is going to be about how you can start from scratch. And this video series won't be just for beginners, but will also be for intermediate and advanced also users and learners of Shopify and all about e-commerce. In this video series, this is going to be video series 1. I'll be talking about what is dropshipping, the purpose, how does it work, okay, some examples as case studies of actual dropshipping businesses that generated millions of dollars, and also the budget, which is very important. And not a lot of people don't discuss this, and especially blogs they're not quite informative on aspects, as some of the bloggers themselves, they never actually run Shopify stores in the first place. Again, if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. Please check below this video for links that I've shared to all the case studies, and also if you want to book in a one-to-one consultation with me, please go ahead and do so. I give out a 10 minutes free consultation call to the first people, and after that, obviously 30 minutes, 60 minutes and so forth will be charged. But again, guys, very important, consultation calls are the things that sort of gonna help you out, increase your revenue. If you're starting out, if you're really struggling, also I'll be able to give you some hands-on via Zoom chat on things that you can do to generate your first sales and be profitable. So let's go ahead. So what is dropshipping? Dropshipping is when the retailer does not keep goods in stock, but instead transfers its customers' orders and shipment details to either the manufacturer, another retailer, or a wholesaler, who then ships the goods directly to the customer. Okay. So a retailer could be myself or you, someone who's behind the computer in their own comfortable at home and uncomfortable from home, and they ship out products. So they're the middleman between the customer and the wholesaler, or in this case, manufacturer. Okay, so now how does it actually work? Okay, that's very, very important. Okay, so you have the customer places an order. For example, in this case would be a high ticket product at $200. Okay, when starting out, I wouldn't recommend for going for such big price numbers. Probably maybe $19 to $40. That's this I would suggest. They place an order for $200. You keep $50 of profit. Okay. Now you send $150 to the manufacturer, to the wholesaler, who's then gonna ship out the product to the customer. Now, very important. Now, you as a store owner, what you're really doing is marketing the product. You are informing the customer of the benefit of the product and how this product is gonna solve their problem. Now, the customer is trusting you based on the benefit and features that you highlight the product. The product is good and works, and therefore they can go ahead and make a trust purchase. Okay. Again, purchase behavior is followed by emotions. Okay. Unfortunately for wholesalers and manufacturers, they focus on the design. They're not really focused on the branding, the market, and how's that going to benefit. Yes, they're focused on how this is going to solve the customer, but they're not skilled enough to do the marketing. So that's where you step in, and that's very important to understand, guys. Okay, you're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You're trying to understand and listen to the customer. Marketing is all about listening to the customer and providing a product that solves a need. That's all you're doing, marketing a product. That's very, very important. As a middleman, you're just marketing the product. Okay. Benefits dropshipping. Dropshipping requires very little from get started, $2,000 minimum investment, compared to think about a restaurant, compared to think about a shop. Think about a local shop. A local shop could cost you from $100,000 or pounds to $1 million. Okay, so that's things you have to bear in mind. It's very minimal. I always consider dropshipping as working for delivery. I remember working while I was at uni for Domino's, and what I saw myself being a Domino's delivery driver. And for those of you who've done delivery maybe before, understand this, is that you're the middleman between the company you work for and the customer. Okay, now you're transporting the product, so therefore your margin, next to zero. Maybe you might get some margin of profit because of tips, but again, it's the same concept. You're the middleman. Okay. What's very nice about dropshipping is that you don't need a warehouse to store the product. That's the manufacturer. He stores the product. He deals with asset liability and overheads. You don't need to worry about that, especially when starting out. Okay, unless you're Gymshark or Pretty Little Things and all these kind of big UK retailers, or then or Nike, for example, big ones. Then they'll incorporate that because they have a working concept and they've tested different interests and people buy the products and they've built up a good social media following. You control the traffic and therefore able to stay away from cannibalization. Currently present on both Amazon and eBay. Now, Amazon and eBay is getting very competitive day by day. As they grow, their presence is getting more competitive to sell products on there. Why? Because there's other sellers, and other sellers they become knowledgeable. Now, when you run Facebook ads or you run influencer marketing, you're in control of the traffic. So that's very important, right? Okay, that's very, very important, because then you differentiate your product and the customer to yourself, and that's very important. You even need to have to spend a certain amount of time every day on your store, and that's very true. What I would say though is the first 10 days is going to be very crucial, because you're going to be spending a lot of time in there trying to optimize your listing, optimize your Facebook ads. Drawbacks of dropshipping is that you may have slow margin depending on the niche and product research tool used. If you choose the right niche, you will see larger margins. Initially with lower competition, you have better margins, but usually it will only get so good. Dropshipping delivery time can vary and cause issue to order fulfillment. Now that's very important to consider as well, because delivery time can exceed the 20 days and therefore can cause a product, and it can become sort of a hindrance to your business. Now, I found out a sourcing company that allows for shipping to be between 3 to 7 days wherever you are, and that's because they have other warehouses located locally into different countries. So therefore, for example, if you place an order in the US, and I'm from the UK, place an order in the US, I'll then have this company, I'll have a sourcing agent, which is free to access, which is amazing. Having a sourcing agent can be game changing for your business, and that's for the benefit. That's what you want to have. You want to have a sourcing agent who deals with that and gets the product to the customer as fast as possible, and also that allows for dispatch to happen within 24 hours, which is very important. With AliExpress, I remember the first store I've started, and the first one and second one I've started, where the dispatching wasn't happening within 3 to 5 days, and then you still have to wait that wait time of 10-15 days, and that's caused a lot of problems down the line. So therefore, this is why I decided to then go for a sourcing agent, which made my life a lot easier. When running Amazon FBA, I also run Amazon FBA. I don't need to worry about, because obviously I order the product in bulk first. As a private labeling is a lot easier. When dropshipping, if you're not there at that stage yet, then a sourcing agent will keep your cost minimum and make sure that your product is delivered on time. Now, these are the case studies. So these are 3 companies that have done really, really well. I've left the link below this video. Higo.com is not a niche store, but it's actually a general store. I wouldn't recommend when starting out, just because it creates confusion. You want to make sure that the process of getting product from you is as easy as possible, and therefore I recommend niche stores. High Smell is a niche store. They provide dental. They're specific on dental, so therefore they serve a specific community, and they've been able to generate $5.4 million every single month. Hey Silk is skin, and for dropshipping store, they've been able to generate $19 million per month consistently, and that's through the use of social media marketing and Facebook ads. So very, very powerful marketing indeed, and this is why, as you can see, the results are so really, really high. For Higo, again, you can check all of them out. Go back into the Facebook ads, see how they've run the Facebook ads, see who they've contacted via social media. Maybe you can copy their system as well. Okay, and the Shopify system, believe me, especially Hey Silk is skin. I'll probably do another video separate. It's a very easy store. Like I was blown away how much they were able to generate and how simple the design of the store was. Very, very surprised. So this is starting budget. Again, Shopify domain, please write this down. Shopify domain, $29.99. Host domain, I use Bluehost, and I've left the link below this video, is $19.99. The Beautify theme, $20.99. Why the Beautify? Because it's the best one out there. You're able to customize, and there's so many features and benefit that you're able to access. Is absolutely mind-blowing. SMS bomb, you're able to remarket to your customers via SMS, very, very important. Klaviyo email marketing, so you send emails to your customers by Klaviyo, very, very powerful. Email marketing is still very, very important as of today as a way of connecting to your customers and generate sales in the back end. Ryview review app is absolutely amazing. It's way better than Looks. I don't care what anybody says, Looks does not look as professional as Ryview. Why? Because Ryview follows a theme that's very similar to Amazon reviews. So you have the gold star reviews, you have a really, really clean feature Ryview, which allows for review to be present, also with images and everything as looks, and even much more. And I'll do a video review on that. Please comment below if you want to see that. Video ads, I use Fiverr. I don't use none of the Ecommerce and none of the stuff. Reason why is because I like to communicate and being very clear to what I want, what I need. Facebook ads campaign, $500. The reason why, because you want to make sure that you have enough capital to invest into testing phase. Dropshipping Rabbit for product research, $15.99. Again, you can still do Google Trends with it, and also go ahead and use Facebook search bar and type in your product and see what other competitors are running campaigns in it. Product reorder, again, remember Shopify does not pay you only after 48 hours, so you need to be very mindful of that. So it's very important that you allow for product reorder to be happen. So $200 should be in your bank account ready to be spent. Shopify SEO is not a must. I do recommend to use that because it allows for your Shopify store to run a lot faster in terms of when someone goes into your website. So generally speaking, $1,000 will be starting capital, but I would recommend for $2,000 just because you won't be testing just one product, or maybe you'll be testing one angle or so or more. Okay, so that's very important to know. But based on here, you can get started with $1,000. Absolutely, it's possible to start off. So the next video, I'll be showing you how to start your Shopify store from scratch, the domain generator, where to go to. Some of the apps I've used, actually all the apps I've used, I'll probably leave in a PDF. Actually, I'll leave in a PDF file, Google Drive. Email marketing template, I'll leave in as well. SMS market template you can use straight away. ABO versus CBO, I wanted to explain to you guys why I use ABO before I use CBO. That's very important, and how you can keep your very low budget strategy ahead and beat the competition, and then scale from there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video, and comment below the video if you guys want to see more of these videos, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye for now.